Whoopsie.
Like, what the hell's going on?
Kind of zoned out with that music a little bit.
Holler, holler, holler. I holla.
Good
How y'all doing?
Good Friday evening.
It is Friday. If I was lover boy, I'd be playing Working for the Weekend right now.
We had a very early message here from Lola. Bam, they want to see the bird.
I'll see what kind of mood he's in because he's been moody lately. And his claws or his talons are extremely sharp right now. And just him sitting on my hand with very little pressure will draw blood. So right now, he does go see his vet at the end of the month. Dr. Scott from Chicago is coming in to groom him. And all the other birds in the area. Dr. Scott's an amazing vet. He used to be the head aviary vet of Brookfield Zoo in Chicago. And now all he does is travel around the country and grooms and sexes birds. Occasionally, he will do an operation here and there.
Interesting. What happened to today's game? Oh, it's over already. So, hi, Lynn.
Hilda.
Hi, Hilda. Dina, welcome.
Hi, Dina. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Well, look at the way she spelled it. It's Friday.
Friday. Happy Friday. Just teasing you. Just teasing you.
Because it's like Friday, yay.
Like yay. Oh, so that's an actual word then.
Hi, Linda.
Friday.
It's a new word.
Hi, Linda. Hello, amused ones. The 3 a.m. show was fun, right? It was.
Yeah, I got a text message from somebody at 2:30 in the morning asking me if I was awake, and I woke up this morning and I read it and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Who the fuck's awake at 2:30 in the goddamn morning?
Well, there was a little more than half a dozen of us awake.
I'll tell you.
Lynn was one of them.
I'll tell you. When I was living in Cincinnati, my phone rang at 2:30 in the goddamn morning. And I was actually working mid, so I could sleep in a little bit. I didn't have to be to work until 10. So I was excited to sleep. And the phone rang, and I rolled over, answered it. I said, "Who the fuck are you? What the fuck you want?" And somebody better fucking be dead.
God.
Oh, I was pissed.
Yeah.
And it turned out it was my brother-in-law saying that his mother got rolled over by a car, and she was dead.
Oh, man.
So it made me feel like shit, let me tell you.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi, Mel.
Hi, Manny. Hi, Bam. Welcome to the show on a Friday night. Who was awake? Yeah, it was, who was with me? Lynn was there. Sharky was there. Even Paul was there, believe it or not.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I was sawing some serious logs and building a mansion.
Paul, you were. I was surprised to see Paul there. Yeah, there was a small crowd. I was surprised. And again, there was nothing planned. That was just couldn't sleep. I just got back from work. And let me just see who's on. Chit chat a little bit. Mel was there too. Melly. Who else was there? There were a few other people there. It was a nice little shindig, little get together.
Oh, Bite Me Wednesday. But it wasn't Wednesday, it was Thursday.
Radio sportscaster Papa Joe Chevalier. Yep. Bite Me Wednesday. I like that. Several of us are night owls, so we were chatting. Yeah, it was a nice little conversation. Happy Friday. There you go. There's another Friday.
I love a good fish fry. I love a good fish fry.
You don't have to eat fresh fish anymore on Friday if you don't want to.
Yeah, Lent is over with. Sucks.
Even without Lent, you don't really have to. You know,
doesn't matter. I love a good fish fry.
I always told my mom, "Oh, the Friday, I don't want fish. It's Friday." She goes, "You don't have to eat fish. Eat whatever you want. You're not going to go to hell. Eat whatever you want." So I was like, "Okay."
So you never did the whole Lent thing.
Guess I'll find out. Well, I mean, I did it, but I observed it, but I didn't. For Friday was eating. It was just eat whatever.
You're a rotten child. You're going to go straight to hell.
I'm a heathen.
You are a heathen.
Trust me, I'm going to be on the Hell Express. I promise you.
My light just turned on.
Yay, Sharky, man, you need to listen to his wisdom. So we lost officially.
Hi, Carol.
Just to say that. Hey, Carol, welcome. I started to hear about the prince. Any news on DMZ? Yeah, he is gone.
Yep, King Elizabeth. King Elizabeth. It's Queen Elizabeth.
The prince.
Her boyfriend / husband has finally died.
Prince
99 years old, and I have a feeling not too much. She's not too far behind.
Yeah, it's I don't know. She seems to be in pretty good health though. She can. I see her going another 10 years easy.
She's already 101.
Yeah, I see her going to at least 105.
I don't know. Her husband died. So usually when your husband dies or your spouse dies, you tend to die of a broken heart.
Yeah, I get that. And then we
Especially
also
at that age.
We also lost the rapper. What's his name? DMX. We lost DMX. Some people don't know who he was. Some people might have heard his stuff. But I can tell you who he is if you don't know. Have you guys seen the movie Gone in 60 Seconds?
Good Nicolas Cage movie, let me tell you.
It would have been nice if you had done it on Tuesday morning when I didn't get to sleep because I was so damn sick. Yeah, but you wouldn't want to be online if you're sick, would you?
When you're sick, you really don't want to do much of anything. You just kind of like want to lay around like a fucking dead watermelon.
Dead watermelon. Hey, Nadia. Me too. I love a good tempura batter fish fry and hush puppies. You know, I like
never a fan of hush puppies.
I like the chicken planks from Long John Silver.
I wish I had a Long John Silver or a Captain D's. Is it Captain D's?
With some hush puppies.
I can't remember. Long John Silver's, and then you had Captain D's. I think it's Captain D's. It's Captain somebody that's a spinoff of Long John Silver. Pretty much identical product.
Oh, yeah?
Although Captain D's is just that much better.
Were you in Chicago? What years were you in Chicago area?
Well, let's see. I was born in 60 something, mid 60s, and then I let's see, what car did I have? I had a Miata, but right before that, I had a 19.
Give me a time frame, a year.
Well, I'm trying to think. I left in the early 90s. I went to Florida.
All right. Do you remember Arthur Treacher's fish and chips?
No.
Does anybody remember Arthur Treacher's fish and chips? It was kind of like a Long John Silver. And I don't know if Long John Silver took over or not, but they had really good fish, chicken, batter fried chicken.
I liked Long John Silver's chicken, although I like their fish better. But
I'm not a fan of seafood, if you can't gather that yet. Marisa, welcome.
Long John Silver's had a good product. I don't know why they're starting to like leave every city and go out of business. But I guess, with everything, they had a good run. Time to chill out and move on.
Oh, Marisa, you're not feeling well or something sick. You're sick. You feeling better today? Now, I guess. Hopefully you're feeling better. She wasn't.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not good feeling like a dead watermelon.
Sharky, always stay in your own lane. Your pals over at RGV haven't caught up on that concept. Why do you amuse producer with her delusional as a Roman? Time to move on. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't think you're Roman. I told you that already. I'm good with it. I don't know why she or they still believe you are.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know shit about that other one. I don't want to hear about it. I can give a rat's ass about it.
Ditto. You say 106? Yeah, I'm going to say 105.
Are we talking about the king over there in England? The king of England?
The queen, yeah, the queen.
Yeah. She's a bitch.
Do you want to put a wager on this? Everybody want to? What do you call that? What do you call it when you are betting on somebody's demise?
I don't know, but I think that's kind of rude to bet on when somebody's going to die.
Yeah, well. Okay, let's not call it when she's going to die. I'm going to say she'll make it past
when she expires.
I'm going to say 105. I'm saying 105.
When the batteries need to be jump start.
Let's see who outlives who. Betty White or the Queen?
I think Betty White's going to outlive the Queen.
Betty White's strong as a freaking ox. She's still going.
And you want to know what makes her so strong? All the damn alcohol and all the fuck yous and motherfuckers she says on a daily basis.
In that case, you're going to live to like 200.
God, I hope not. Hey, Shonda. Yeah, I hope not. Well, I quit drinking, so, all I got left now is my cuss words.
Shonda, were you with us last night? I can't remember. I want to say you were. I know I talked to you before that. I can't remember if you were on with us at 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning, whatever time that was.
Tell you, it sucks being sober.
The Queen is resilient and can survive anything. She's got a lot of life in her. She does. That's why I'm thinking she's at least another 5 years, roughly.
I don't think she's got that much.
Hey, Oscar. Hello. Happy Friday, like everybody says.
But then again, she's probably not going to die of a broken heart because she's such a stubborn old bitch that her and her prince or whatever he was.
That family doesn't seem to have.
Well, they probably
they seem to have cold hearts.
They probably didn't even live together. I mean, she was in Buckingham Palace. He was over in Windsor Castle. Occasionally, she went over to Windsor, not very often. But, so they probably never seen each other. It was like just a marriage of convenience, pretty much.
Yeah. Earl Simmons, correct. Nadia, don't jinx Betty White. Don't jinx her. That's right. We need Betty White. I ate that. Remember that? Arthur Treacher's was. It had a unique taste to it. I like the chicken, the deep fried, the batter. The same batter they put on the chicken, on the fish they use on that chicken. It was so good.
I used to order extra crumbs and just eat the crumbs because the crumbs were really good.
Shonda, my first job was Arthur. Really, Arthur Treacher was 100 times better than. Yeah, it was. It was something unique. I'm sad it's gone. I heard it's somewhere in the country still. I just don't know where.
Well, you're going to have to hunt it down and fly to it.
Right. Manny, we just had oyster bar. Yum, oyster bar.
I don't like oysters. They're a little too snotty.
No, it's a seafood place. It's not just oysters there, although they do have them. Long John Silver is unhealthy and quite nasty. Yeah, I know.
They did have their days, especially if they didn't clean out their fryers or clean them out correctly.
Don't want to know. Carol, yeah, you remember. Okay, I loved Arthur Treacher's. I know, so did I. It was so good. I didn't know if it was just a Midwest thing or a Chicago thing only. At the time, I didn't know.
I've never fucking heard of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Feeling a lot better today. Good thing. Okay, good. Glad to hear that. Good. So, in case, for those of you, okay, have you guys seen Gone in 60 Seconds? I just talked to Bam about this.
For a second there, I thought you were going to say Gone with the Wind.
He was 99. Me no like rap. Don't know who he was. Rest in peace. And Long John Silver's chicken. Yes.
I was right there with you on that, Lola. I didn't know who the hell he was either, but Manny had to show me, and he showed me this little clip of Gone with 60 Seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, it's the guy with the snake going up his ass. And he's like, nope, it's not him.
Deadpool.
I like Deadpool.
Yeah. I started to watch Deadpool finally the other day.
That's what it's called when you bet on somebody's death day. Deadpool.
We're talking about the movie. You're right. The Deadpool. Let's start do we start a death pool?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I'll tell you what, I'm not putting Betty White on it. I don't even know if I'll put the Queen on it. She seems like she's still kicking.
And she's kicking all right. She's kicking ass and taking names. And that's what's going to kill her.
She's 6 years younger.
I thought she was over 100. You're telling me she's 93?
Okay.
I thought the heifer was 101.
Let's reevaluate. Will she make it to 99? I don't know. You know what? If her husband was still around and they were still together.
Oh, she's 94.
She's 94. If her husband was still around, they're still together. I can see her making it a bunch of years. But now that he's gone, And you know what happens to a lot of times, these couples that have been married like for friggin' ever, one goes and the other one follows shortly thereafter.
This is true because it's like their hearts have the same beat.
Broken, yeah.
And then the other one does die of a broken heart. Happened to my great-grandmother and great-grandfather.
Betty White's going to outlive your grandson, Shonda? Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
No, she's a tough old broad.
I wasn't on. Oh, I know, it was late, especially out there. You're an hour further back, so yeah, it was late. I wonder if Charles is disappointed the wrong parent passed. Oh, man. So naughty, Nadia.
Yeah, but was that really his father?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess it was because they did look. Yeah, they look identical.
Interesting. Hey, Melissa. Welcome to Friday night. The weekend is upon us. I prefer sober over dead, Bam. Those are my options. May 9th will be 2,000 days for me.
Congrats, man.
That's awesome.
Congrats.
Good to hear, my man. Good to hear.
Yeah, providing I don't think about it, I'm okay. I haven't had really hard liquor in 2 months, and I haven't had a glass of wine in a month.
Then I know because they are not fans of Ed Osmo, I get it. They want to remain revenge. I say, but I wasn't encouraging it. It makes me think she needs medical intervention. You're friends with both sides, but y'all can't coexist. They need to come up with a new theory. This one is played out. I agree. Find another. Go back to VT or something, right? I heard some gossip on the VT side also. Dame Edna Everidge is also up there in her age. She's still with us. I have no idea who that is even. Okay, real quick, DMX. You guys know who DMX is? Who's seen the movie Gone in 60 Seconds? I want to say most of y'all, right? Yes, most of y'all.
It's a really good flick.
So I'm going to play for you just a little quick snippet.
Are you sure you can?
I don't care. I'm going to play it.
Because we don't own the rights to this music, and we're going to play music.
We do not own the rights to this music. Oh, man. Do I got to put a banner up there? Lordy.
Put a banner up here. We do not own the rights to this music. It is for entertainment purposes only. Somebody's texting me. Oh, it's my uncle.
Now, I don't know if this is going to make a difference or not. Let's see. All right. So that's there and that's there. Okay, you guys ready? What he's going to put on the car? What he's going to put on the car stereo? That's who DMX is. Here we go. Little clip from Gone in 60 Seconds.
It's a little bit different than that cracker shit you used to be playing. Check this out. Woo! Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Ah, you like that? You feeling it? Are you feeling it? I know you're feeling it.
Anyway, so if you remember that scene, that rap song that was playing in the background that he popped into the cassette. And
that snake has other idea. He wants to crawl in a hole.
That was DMX there, and I don't know if that put him on the map. Honestly, I don't know how long DMX has been around, but that put him out there. That helped put him out there even more. So, for those of you who didn't know, that was DMX. Not the guy in the movie, the music they were playing, though, when he said, check this out. Get it? Get it?
Lay down, dog. Nobody likes you.
You know, every time you said the dog, I thought you were talking about your bird.
No, my nephew's at work, so I have to have this stinking dog. And let me tell you, it stinks. And it's dumber than a box of fucking rocks.
Time for a bath.
Yeah, and it has to sit next to me and pollute my air. But thank God it like
pat on the head.
Someplace else.
Just play with him for a little bit.
No, I don't like it.
Nicolas Cage, Love Gone in 60 Seconds. Yes.
It's not a dog I would choose. Okay, you know I've spent obscene amount of money on my animals.
Just love the dog. The dog needs a little love. Pat him on the head.
This thing's a border collie. It's dumber than a box of fucking rocks.
Oh, border collies are cool too. Arthur Treacher's chicken with the cheese sauce for the baked potatoes. OMG. Yes, she will. What's cooking, fellas? Hey, Ben.
What's
go
going
Cubs.
on there, Ben?
Go Bears. I think the Cubs won today again.
Look, it's
How you doing, Ben?
Ben.
¿Qué pasa, Ben? Ben, we were in Chicago like your whole life. Were you?
Who?
Ben, you got to remember Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips, that restaurant. Keep up the good fight. Very proud of you.
Oh, sweet Jesus, dog. You're working my last gay nerve.
What? Be nice to the dog.
Oh, my God. Back and forth.
Relevant. Yeah, I get it. I came to Longhorn, Harlingen, an hour wait, then just left Texas Roadhouse. Didn't bother to get down. The line is around the building. Holy crap. Friday, after work, a lot of people's payday. They're going out, yep, I'm going to go spend this money or stimulus money or whatever, maybe. And they're going out to eat.
We have a restaurant here called Longhorns, and I ate there before the pandemic, and they brought me the steak, and I had to send it back. I actually called the manager over, and I said, look at this. He goes, well, what's wrong with it? I said, I need to throw it a goddamn life preserver. Look at how much butter it is sitting in. I said, that's disgusting. And I even ordered no butter. I do not like butter on my steak. It's why are you putting butter on a damn steak? It doesn't need to be there. All it does is make it greasy so your A1 doesn't stick to it.
I don't remember if I had butter or not.
Oh, I cannot. I hate butter on a steak. They're like, oh, it's garlic butter. I'm like, garlic butter my ass. All I taste is nasty ass butter.
Melissa, I think she'll pass from a broken heart. She won't be around for long. You know, you may be right. Now that I think about
right
that.
Right there with you, Melissa. Dog, I think your person's home. I thought I heard the garage door.
Do we make it a year? Is she going to make it a year?
She might make it a year, but I wouldn't say much more than that.
You know, people who are not royalty, couples who've been married like for freaking ever, they all die like days apart. I love your early show. I can watch live and not replay, not have to replay. Cool, I know. I was just talking about that to a few people.
Yeah, but when you're replaying it and you get busy, you can hit that pause button, go do something, come back and pick up right where you left off. Live, you can't do that.
He's got a point. But then if she missed something, she can always go back and watch it again or watch parts of it again. I'm thinking that super late show, whenever that happens, that's not going to be kept. That's going to be deleted at the end of the program.
Why?
You know, nothing. Just my whole theory on some shows, they should be so special. I relate it to a concert. You go to a concert, right? Your favorite concert or whatever, you can't record it. You're not supposed to be there with a video camera or recording equipment. And once you leave, it's just a memory. All you got is the memory of it. So that's how I want my super late night shows to be. That's how it's going to be. Yeah, that's how it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, be there or you missed it. If you missed it, you missed a fun time. Kind of encourage people to not miss it. You know what I mean? Cheers to you, Paul, on your 2,000 days. That's awesome. That's what some people call me, Manny. Naughty. TMI, right? Nadia, are you still in prison? Yeah, are you still in Facebook jail or you come out of that already? Queen Elizabeth II's mother died at 101. See, so she's on pace at least. I don't know. Will she make it to 99?
You know what's interesting is we've had Queen Elizabeth running the country over there for how many years? I mean, every single queen was Queen Elizabeth, with the exception of like 2. And now all of a sudden we're getting rid of the queens, and now the kings are going to start running the country.
Yeah. Yes, Carol. I didn't even know who DMX was until just a few days ago. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know his stuff. The voice was very unique. He had that raspy voice.
Comes from smoking.
Made him stand out. I don't like rap, but he told a story and he held your attention. Yeah, that he did.
I don't like rap either.
Just like with Selena, I didn't know who she was either until her passing. Oh, Yeah, she was fun person. She was fun to watch. She loved what she did.
Oh, Selena enjoyed the hell out of what she was doing. You can see it in her performances.
Marissa loves her some Nicolas Cage. He was good in a movie called 8mm. You seen 8mm?
I've seen pretty much everything Nicolas Cage has been in.
8mm.
I can't remember if I've seen that one.
Sounds That's a movie. It's him and Joaquin Phoenix is in it also.
Oh yeah, seen it.
He's an investigator, and there's a murder on film, or they think it's a murder, and some lady's husband wants him to find out if that girl's alive or not. It's basically called a snuff film. If you don't know what a snuff film is, look it up, or I can tell you later if you want to know what that is.
Really bad porn.
Nah, I don't even know. I call it porn. Isn't he called Running DMX?
That was Run DMC.
Run DMC, yeah. That's pretty good. Those close. Different era. Carol.
Hi, Me Too.
Hey, Me Too.
Me 3.
Welcome.
I have to be one better, so Me 3. Ha.
Wait, a dog? Oh, she wants to see the dog. Now she wants to see the dog.
Oh. It's laying down. It's actually being good for a minute, but let me see if I can move the computer to dog mode. I got all these cords and everything here. Come here, dog. Come here. Stupid, get over here.
Where's the puppy? Make noises like...
They're stupid.
Oh, look at that dog. It's a cool dog. See, he knows you don't like him. That's why he walked away.
Yeah, he knows I don't like him. I tell him I don't like him because I don't.
Don't do that. I love
it's
the dog.
Not a dog I would choose. I mean, I choose
doesn't
English
matter.
Bulldogs.
Just love the
French
dog.
Bulldogs.
Doesn't matter.
I choose Bichons. I don't choose stupid things.
Just love the dog. It's not his fault.
All right, lay down, dog. I've had my fill. Lay down.
Air fried fish and hash brown patty. Hash brown patty.
Well, I guess that's better than peppermint patty. I don't know.
Bam, I went to Longhorns the second time they screwed my steak. F that place, never again.
Exactly. I'll go to a place one time, and if they screw it up, I'm like, okay, maybe they had a bad night. So then I'll give them a second chance. But if they screw it up again, they don't get a third out of me.
Yeah. Fausto says, I think it was who was saying it, Lynn. Live, you can always comment. But when you're watching the rerun of the video, you can't comment because it happened.
That too. Right? That too.
Good point.
Excellent.
Very good point. Carol, I like the early shows too. Too old to be up that late. Morning starts at 5 a.m.
Well, Carol, sleep in. Treat yourself. Stay up to a late show, once a month or so. Sleep in until like 7 or 8. Yeah,
DMX, I posted that song. What was that song called? I'll look it up in a second here. I'll look it up right now. But, yeah. I mean, Shonda nailed it. Prophetic. I think he was singing about himself.
Well, most of them do. And they sing about, and they sing about I effed your mama last night. That's what I don't. That's why.
Yeah, not all of them do that. And that's different. The song is called "Slippin'." It's on my Manny Behind the Mic page. Whew. Listen to that, and I was like, man, this dude's. He had no idea.
Well, as long as we're kind of on the music kick here.
I was a little troublemaker as a kid, but mom was a teacher and kept me on the straight and narrow. That's good. Let me get through a couple more of these real quick. Richard Steamboat, ex-Beatle John Lennon, died in 1980. His wife, widow, now is alive and well in New York City.
Yep, Yoko.
She thinks she's a singer. Everyone thought their closeness, that she would follow him to the grave. Wrong. She's still going on without John. She's become quite a celebrity herself.
Yeah, so if you're a friend on my Facebooks, I just added something on my page. One of my favorite groups, Ptx Pentatonix. They're a mouth music group. They don't 99.999% of the time they do not use instruments. It's all through their mouth.
It was acapella. Acapella,
yeah,
you mean?
Right. And they just came out with one of their videos. It's about 5 minutes long. And it's a mix music concoction of all 90s dance music. And there is a lot of good songs mixed up in this.
Oh, I just saw this. You have 7 more days in Facebook jail. Oh, God. Sorry to hear that.
So if you're one of my friends, check out the link. It's an amazing little thing. Raising Arizona.
That was a good one, too. Anything Joaquin Phoenix does is amazing. Me too. You know what? I like Joaquin Phoenix. I think he's freaking awesome. I think he was really good in Joker. If you guys haven't seen Joker, it's a very dark movie. And I don't mean lighting wise. It's a dark movie, but he was so good in it. He's good in a lot of stuff. I like him in Signs. I know he didn't have a big part, but Signs with Mel Gibson.
And the stupid kid that wore aluminum foil on his head.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely like him. Raimundo.
What's going on there, Ray?
Good evening, sir. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. Butter on steak?
I know, disgusting, right?
Not for me. I don't like it.
And
either.
a lot of chefs do it. Why? I have no idea. A lot of restaurants even do it without your knowledge. So if you're watching your calories,
tell them no butter, please.
Yeah, tell them no butter, because 99% of restaurants, when you order a steak, there's butter on it. You just don't know it.
You know what? A good steak, a good well-made steak, a good cut of meat, and if it's cooked right, doesn't need A1, doesn't need ketchup, doesn't need butter, doesn't need anything. If it does need it, then it's not a good meat steak.
Yeah. So I mean, if you order a steak from Applebee's or TGIF's, yeah, it's not a good steak to begin with. I mean, a good steak you're going to end up paying $50, $60, $80 for at a restaurant just for the steak itself.
Yeah. Nadia said, do you remember that one time RP's late night show ran into 3 or 4? It was almost 4 a.m. It was about 3:50, 3:55. And we had a bunch of viewers. We had 30 people watching still, and they just went on. I think that was almost a 4-hour show, I think. And I got to say, it was fun. It was fun. It was something to do once in a while. I can't do a 4-hour show all the time, let alone until 4 in the morning. But topics, we just went on and on. It was fun. It was a fun time. Hey,
Hi,
Diana.
Oh, it is Diana.
Are you back home? I know you were out of town for a little while. Did you make it home safely? I hope. Dog life matters. Yes, right. I always comment on reruns. I know some people do. I keep seeing comments pop up once in a while.
If you want it, I'll give it to you.
Oh, stop it! Don't give away somebody else's dog.
Oh, I'd love to give away this damn dog.
Bam! You're gonna lose fans. Don't be saying you hate dogs.
I don't hate dogs. I just don't like this one. I mean, it would be all right if it was trained, but it's not trained. My nephew doesn't know how to treat it. I mean, he feeds it maybe once every 2 days.
What? That's not good.
Well, he has the bag of food sitting out on the floor. Oh, I know he's been in that food all day today. How do you know? Your ass hasn't even been here today. And then it's like my nephew will get up after sleeping for like 8 or 9 hours and go to the bathroom and then go right back in his room. I'm like, well, what about the fucking dog? Don't you think he's got to get rid of his morning piss? Oh, he'll be fine for another 4 hours.
Looks like your nephew is the one who needs training.
I've tried.
She loves Pentatonix, band. Nadia loves Pentatonix. My teenager loves Mitch Grassi from Pentatonix. Love Joker. Yes, Joker was actually a well done movie. I was impressed. I'm glad. A lot of movies lately that are coming out in modern times, our current times, are not great. So I was happy to see that one. Although it's dark, it was really good. Joaquin Phoenix says, "How do you love him?" They put butter because they don't know how to cook a steak. There you go. Watching your calories and ordering a steak. Are you serious? What's up, Samuel?
Well, that was my nephew. Speak of the devil.
Yeah, if you're watching your calories, then don't bother going to a steakhouse. I don't know. I mean,
well, it's 100% protein, so I mean, it's good.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, no matter what diet you're on, protein like straight meat is okay.
Just make sure you cut off all the fat and don't eat that.
Yeah,
that's what I do with every time I order a ribeye. I'm like, I eat all the steak, and then afterwards, there's this pile of fat that's over here on the other corner of the plate.
Or gristle, like sometimes they call it gristle.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most disgusting thing you've ever seen in your life, but that's where all the flavor is.
Hang on, I'm looking ahead. I see a question from Ben. He said I skipped his comment.
Uh-oh.
I didn't.
Bad Manny.
He said I went to Longhorns the second time. They screwed my steak up. No, we covered that. If that was the one.
We got that one. Is there another one you possibly missed?
Oh, he said, "What's cooking, fellas?" Is that the one you're talking about? That's all I got from you, Ben. Yeah, sometimes I will. I'm about to click on a comment, and as soon as I do that, another one pops up, and it'll take the place of the one I was gonna click on.
Mm-hmm. Likely excuse.
Love
Likely
Joker, and he's vegan. He's vegan. I don't know what that matters.
Oh well, him and what's her nuts? Who is it? Ellen. Him and Ellen will get along just fabulously.
Joaquin Phoenix said, "Okay, got that one." They put butter because they don't want to cook a steak. Got that one. Watching your calorie. Okay, got that one. Applebee's steaks are frozen. I can smell steak that had been frozen. Yeah, it's not a fresh cut of meat.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that. Totally. We got an Applebee's here across the parking lot, and I still haven't been there yet. I love that you love to be part of your show. We love to be recognized as part of the two of you. Oh, Carol, yeah, you guys come all the time. You guys are fans. I mean,
I remember when he thought you were a nun.
Remember, Carol, we thought you were a nun because of that photo you had up there. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, we said she looked like a nun.
You said, well, look at that white thing on top of her head. I'm like, uh-huh. Well, that could be a habit. I'm like, well, it could be, but I don't think it is.
Nadia was in culinary school back in 96 and 99. There was no such thing as basting a steak with herbs and butter back then. All a steak needs is salt and a hot cast iron skillet. I prefer medium done.
Now, I'll give you a little trick. No matter what type of steak you buy, you can buy the worthless piece of steak out there in the world, like a $2 steak. You get some kosher salt and dump it, cover the steak with the kosher salt a good rule of thumb is about 5 minutes for every inch thick that it is. So if you got a half-inch thick steak, probably 3 minutes is good. And then you rinse all that salt off. And then you set it in the marinade for 4 hours. Even if it's like a 30-minute marinade, keep it in there for 4 hours. Put that bad boy on the grill. It'll be the most tender steak you've ever had in your damn life.
So, Ben, I went back and I hope I covered it, man. I didn't mean to skip it. If I did, it was by accident. You want to cook a good steak? You got to sear it. So if you cook it outside on the grill, you got one side super freaking hot, and the other side is, your medium, regular, warm, regular hot. 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other of flames coming up and stuff. It's like you're charring the outside, right? Once you charred it on both sides, then you take it over and let it slow cook. That's going to seal all the juices in. Try that. I guarantee it.
Don't do it in a cast iron skillet, though. I've tried it, and every time I've done it, I've fucked it up.
Hey, Lupita. Rest in peace, DMX. Yep, it's dark, and hell is hot. He was the first rap CD I bought. Oh, cool.
Well, on the bright side, you don't have to worry about freezing your ass off.
Hey, Nelda. Welcome. You can change that profile picture whenever you want to, I mean, I know you love
You can have anything back there you want. I don't care. Manny don't like it because it's the Dallas. It's just sports themed. I don't care.
How you doing, Nelda?
He's stuck on the Bears or whatever. I don't know.
I love Joaquin's performance in Walk the Line. Yeah, he was good in that. That was a good one, too. He wasn't nominated for that either. Remember Reese Witherspoon took Best Supporting Actress that year.
She did. And believe it or not, cool. She's a well-rounded actress. She really is. She can play your stupid blonde to Johnny Cash's wife. I mean, she does very well with everything she plays. Yeah,
she was good in. If you guys have Apple TV Plus, she's on that series called what's it called? The Morning Show, I think it's called. I think it's called The Morning Show. Look up. Oh, damn it! You're gonna make me look it up.
I don't. I don't understand why she was unable to keep Ryan Felipe as a husband, though. He is one hot SOB.
I think it's called The Morning Show. I don't want to look it up right now. Pretty sure it's called The Morning Show. It's a great series. It was her and Jennifer Aniston. Good stuff. The price of steak, Samuel says the price of steak has nothing to do with the quality. I've had a steak at Toscafino's, which is a restaurant in Brownsville, medium rare, and it wasn't the greatest, and that was like $30, I believe. I had a steak there. I had a New York strip there, and I had no complaints.
I don't like in New York. It's too tough. I mean, if you want a nice, lean piece of meat, it's usually a filet that's your leanest piece of meat.
Yeah. Manolo, do not remove the late shows. We need stuff for the following day. I don't know. One day a week, it's going to be a late show, and it's going to be one of those that, does not get saved. And that's to encourage you to be there when we do those. You don't want to miss it.
He's punishing you for not watching his show is what he's doing. Don't let him lie to you. Encourage my ass. He's punishing yours.
The Heath Ledger Joker was the best, but Joaquin was pretty good too. Yeah, they were different kind of movies, and the Heath Ledger Joker was a good one. I mean, a lot of good memes came out of that lately. Too bad about Heath Ledger too. That's another guy who still should be around. Still.
So, which movie do you prefer more? Walk the Line or Country Strong?
I never saw Country Strong.
Really?
Don't know what that is. Yeah.
You need to watch it.
Country Strong. It took a lot for me to watch Walk the Line because I don't like that kind of music. But I
don't either. But Country Strong's a really good movie. I think you'd like Country Strong.
Who's in it?
What the fuck is her name? She played in Shallow Hal as the fat chick.
Oh, I can't remember her name.
Exactly.
What's her name? As I see it, I'm going to know. Oh, yeah, that's Shallow Hal. And I'm looking at her face and I can't. Gwyneth Paltrow.
There you go.
I had to look it up.
It's a good movie.
So, if you guys are just joining us or join us a little late, it's Friday night. We're just doing a Friday evening show. Nothing planned, not necessarily any news. We're just going to talk about whatever the heck you guys want to talk about. Not doing politics
There's news,
today.
Though. There's news. Candace Owen had some news. Candace Owen had some news.
All right, fine. Oh, yeah, I did post that earlier, didn't I?
You did. I watched the clip, and she's 100% right in the clip.
So we're going to talk about it, but we're not going to get into the whole. That's not going to be an hour of politics, I promise. But did you see the post that I put up, the Hunter Biden thing? If not, go check it out. He's I don't know what to say about him anymore. It's not going to go away. It's a story that's not going to go away. I know the media wants to not talk about it, but
she was right, and so was Hannity. When well, first off, the Hannity he says I have to be extremely careful with the words I choose because and he didn't say it, and neither did Candace. But if I had to, I was watching the video of it, and if I had to jump, and I use the word very loosely, jump to conclusions, I would say that they were hinting at child pornography with Hunter Biden in these pictures. And then it was like, well, if this was Donald Jr. or Eric Trump, it'd be all over social media. But since it's whatever the hell his name is, I can't even remember because I don't care really. Because it's him, social media is not saying a damn word about it.
Because he's President Biden's son.
And Biden is going to pardon him. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's just interesting to kind of the life that he's getting. Did you see his teeth? You watch the video.
Pure crack mouth.
Watch his
pure
teeth.
Meth mouth.
Oh, it's gross. It's meth mouth is right. It happens with crack also. Reese's son looks so much like Ryan Felipe.
Yeah,
is it Philippe or Felipe?
It's Felipe.
No joke. Google it. Bam, have you seen the movie 8 Seconds?
Who's in it?
I can't remember, but it's about bull riding or something. Horse or bull riding.
It sounds really familiar. So I'm going to say yes, I have.
Sam, if you like country, check out Brokeback Mountain. Yeah, Bam is a fan of Brokeback Mountain, I imagine.
I mean, it's a good movie. It's entertainment. I don't like the fact that there was like a rape scene in there, but you know, it is what happens. It happens.
Yeah, Samuel, just so you're not shocked about it, Bam is very open and
no, I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's not shocked there at all whatsoever. You can't shock Bam, really. You want to shock Bam? Talk about toilets and bathrooms and stuff. Then you're gonna.
That's disgusting.
Then you're gonna quiet him up there.
That's disgusting.
Oh, I gotta talk about that a little bit. I gotta talk about. Remember our little visitor once in a while. The guy.
It's a very private event, people.
I got stuff to say about that. Manny, did you ever meet any of the older Chicago Bears football players? I got to meet Gail Sayers. I met Gail Sayers. I met.
How's she doing these days?
Dan Hampton. I got to meet Dan Hampton. That was freaking awesome. I saw. This was embarrassing. I saw Steve McMichael at the airport in Dallas, and I yelled out, "Danimal!" Which is not him. It's not his name.
I met Pac-Man.
And who else did I meet? There was some Bears from the 80s I met. I can't remember their names. They were not super famous or anything.
Yeah, I met Pac-Man and his wife.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man Jones?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say Manny Pacquiao.
No, Pac-Man.
Plus, I got all the Super Bowl players. Oh, you got all of them? Signatures? Dang, that's awesome. Where do you put them? On a paper, on a poster, on a ball, or what? That's valuable right there, man. That's a nice piece to have. Wasn't Hunter on Jimmy Kimmel the other night? Don't know. Haven't watched Jimmy Kimmel.
I don't know who Jimmy Kimmel is.
Ever, I think. Ever. Night show host. Late night show, TV show host. I still remember the first late night show you deleted. Everyone was so pissed it was deleted. I know. You mean on the other page? You know, and I didn't want to delete any of them, but he wanted to delete them. He didn't care. He didn't want to get in trouble. That's what it was, even though there was nothing to be in trouble about.
So do you treat him like Voldemort, he who shall not be named?
Yes. Hunter and Joe are crooks.
I agree.
And ruining our country.
Well, you know, Joe is because he's got to sniff everything.
Joker was realism, an exploration of what it would take for a person to become the Joker. Yeah. Different from the comic book character. Yeah, they were humanizing him. That's a good way to put it. It was like if a comic book was made into, what would real life be like?
The hell?
It was good. Have you seen Joker, Bam?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, good stuff.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I gotcha. You didn't like, really?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Too dark? You know what I mean by dark?
I do. I get where you're going with the word dark. The reason I didn't like it was, well, I mean, it kind of gave you an idea of where the Joker came from. So I mean, it was kind of good in that aspect of the movie, but I just don't like the person that played the Joker.
So you didn't like Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't like the whole movie, except for that, it just explained where the Joker came from and how he became kind of the Joker. But in every other movie, the Joker became the Joker by falling into a vat of acid. This didn't happen here. This is just, I decided I was a clown one day and I wanted to kill people.
I guess I know what you mean. Luke Perry was on 8 Seconds. And Stephen Baldwin.
Oh my God, Stephen Baldwin. He is a freak.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that. Hilda, I'm glad your little visitor hasn't shown up lately.
Who?
Oh, I get you. A poster. That's cool, man. Do you have it put it like in a frame and stuff? That's awesome. They have a poster with all those signatures. Loved Mike Ditka. But still
I've been to
boys,
Ditka's restaurants a couple of times, and I've been to Jordan's restaurant.
I was at Ditka, though. I went to Jordan's. I went to Don Shula. Remember Don Shula, Ben? Don Shula's got steakhouses all over the place, mostly Florida. But they opened Don Shula's in Chicago, and I went to that before I left Chicago. I was going back and forth for work, and when I left there, somebody invited me. I also got Jim McMahon, BYU helmet, worth some good bucks. Only Super Bowl won by the Bears. Yep. Should have won the second one. Different team, though. I get it. So, yes. That's what we are on Friday night. What is everyone doing the rest of the Friday night? What are you guys doing?
It's Gold Rush night. So, I always watch Gold Rush on Discovery Channel.
I can't get into that. I tried.
I'll tell you, that kid Parker, when he first started out, I'm like, what the hell is this 16-year-old kid gonna do with gold mining? And then you had the Huffmans who were gung-ho, and I was all pulling for the Huffmans. I'm like, yeah, you guys are gonna make it, you're gonna do it. And the Huffmans never made any freaking money. And here you got Parker, who just blew the king of the Klondike, Tony, I can't think of Tony's last name, but this guy Tony, he's from Scandinavia, and you can't understand. He's like Ozzy. You can't understand the damn word that comes out of his mouth. Everything's got to be typed out so you can understand what he's saying. And he was the king of the Klondike, which is in Alaska. He has pulled more gold out of the ground than anybody in Alaska. Well, now Parker's the freaking king of the Klondike. In one season, he pulled out over 2,000 ounces of gold.
Holy crap.
In one season. And the season up there is 2 months. You might get 3 months out of it, but no more than that because the winters are so harsh up there. It takes so long for the snow and the ice to melt. And Tony, he's struggling at trying to get 500 ounces out the damn ground. But Parker has turned into quite the gold miner, and he is quite the multimillionaire. And I'm like, good for that ugly kid. And he even has a shirt on that says ugly kid. And he is the ugliest motherfucker you ever laid eyes on. And his clothes is true. I mean, he is ugly, but who cares? He's rich.
The one program I got into for a while was the Seek a Curse of Oak Island.
Huh.
You seen that thing? There's there's supposed to be buried treasure there from the Viking days or some shit. And the Curse of Oak Island was actually, it keeps you captured because, we found something. We think we found something. And then they go on to the next season and the next episode. And they always, it might be there. It might be there. I think we found something, but they would never find anything. It's I got tired of them not finding anything. So I quit watching. My teenage daughter found a real-time YouTube footage of someone videotaping Joker walking down and dancing down the stairs to the Gary Glitter song. Yeah, let's talk about Gary Glitter. You guys know who Gary Glitter is?
Yeah, Gary Glitter was in a 1980s movie.
Yeah, don't give it away, the part that he's famous for
but
or infamous for.
This is Gary Gutter, not Gary Glitter. They're probably two different people.
Yeah, she's talking about Gary Glitter.
Okay.
Let me see if this is the one.
I don't even know if I'm right because the Gary Glitter I'm thinking of was in a 1970-ish, late 70s, early 80s movie called Angel. And then there's a spin-off called Avenging Angel.
So Gary Glitter, the song is called Rock and Roll Part. Maybe it's Part 2.
I'm wrong. Because the Gary Glitter I'm thinking of actually threw glitter at people going, "What's your dream? Welcome to Hollywood."
See if it's Part 1 or Part 2.
And they did a spinoff in the Ho thing with the redhead. What the hell? Julia Sugar, not Julia Sugar Baker. You know who I'm talking about?
The redhead.
Yeah, the redhead, Julia
Roberts.
Yes, Julia Roberts. There was a "What's Your Dream" motherfucker in that movie too.
Okay, I'm gonna play this now.
Lay it on me.
And I'm gonna put this little thingy up here too.
We do not own the rights to this music, claiming fair use.
If you guys have watched any of the Chicago Bulls games from the 90s, that magical decade, even the 80s, you've heard this
90s
before.
had good music too. Oh, I know this song.
This is Gary Glitter. It's called Rock and Roll Part 2 is the name of the song.
Was a good song.
Yeah, and every time the Bulls would go on a run, and
they would play this
cut down the other team would call a timeout, and then this music would start playing, and the whole stadium would be like, it was just a magical time. Now, you guys have heard this, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've heard it.
So, my problem with this song is Gary Glitter. Gary Glitter is actually accused of I guess child abuse and rape of young kids in another country. I want to say somewhere in Asia.
Well, it's big in Thailand.
Yeah,
and it's also big in lay down, dog. Where Ho Chi Minh City is.
Vietnam.
Yes, it's big in Vietnam. And it's also big in Korea. People fly to those destinations. Well, not everybody flies to those destinations for that, but the people that are into that fly to those destinations to do it because it's legal over there. It may be legal over there, but you are an American citizen. It's not legal for you.
Yeah, even though I don't think it's legal, but I don't think they treat it the way we do here and frown upon it. But yeah, it does happen over there.
It's legal in Amsterdam, as long as they're over the age of 12.
Carol says, I love Gold Rush, the battle bots on Thursdays.
I like the battle bots too.
I like the battle bots. That I love. Gold Rush, love that show. Now Fausto likes it too. Everybody likes Gold Rush. Maybe I should start watching it.
Parker kicks ass on that show.
He was rooting for the veterans. Hey Ben, my favorite actor is Liam Neeson.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's good. I like his famous role in Taken, right? The Taken series of movies.
But I was not a fan of his new movie called Honest Thief. I mean, it was okay, but it just didn't have the action that I thought it should have from his past movies.
It was sad when his wife died.
And there's another movie that he did about 2 or 3 years ago. He was living in someplace in Alaska or something, and his kid was into drugs or something, and the kid ended up dying. And it was a very not well made movie, and I don't think Liam Neeson should have even done the movie because it was such a bad script.
Wasn't his wife Miranda Richardson?
God, I don't know.
I think so. And I think she died in they were skiing, and I think she smashed into a tree at top speed. I think she died. I think that's how she died.
Well, that's how Sonny Bono died.
That's some confusing with Sonny Bono. See, now I got to look
sweet
it up.
Jesus, Mama June. That woman just needs to be shot.
Who are you talking about?
Mama June.
Nope, it's not Miranda Richardson.
You do not know who Mama June is? That's Honey Boo Boo's mama. Oh, she a hoe. God, is she a hoe.
Oh, I was close. Natasha Richardson. Not Miranda Richardson. Natasha Richardson.
Boys like that name, Natasha. It's a beautiful name.
Yeah, I did the name Natasha. Career, let's see. How did she injury? She sustained a head injury when she fell while taking a beginner skiing lesson. See, I know skiing wasn't involved. And she took a hit and didn't survive it. That was a sad moment. I remember all that.
Girl.
Oops, we just not watching Mama. Okay, my daughter. I may go with my daughter to our local food truck park that's open until 12 a.m. and grab a bite to eat. That sounds fun. Parker going to mine in Australia next year.
He's been going to Australia for a couple of years now, trying to do something over there. And I don't know if he's actually going to go mine in Australia or not.
I like to see the Unexplained show hosted by William Shatner. Yeah, that's been pretty good, actually. My daughter likes to see the new Ghost Adventure show. So did Zach get his eyes fixed? He's not wearing glasses anymore? Or was I watching old programs where he didn't have the glasses on yet?
Zach who?
Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, I know who he is. That's a weird-looking guy.
Well, he had these thick black glasses on, which his eyes were injured because of a encounter. He was almost blinded.
A spiritual encounter?
That's the story. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, messed up his vision. He had to wear these special glasses, and I think they fixed him. My husband thinks of the Curse of Oak Island is real. So did I. I think they're never going to find anything. I don't know. Maybe they're, I don't know. I just got tired of watching it because they never actually found. They would find little pieces of metal. Oh, this is from a pot, or this is a nail from a ladder back then.
Thank you. It was Pretty Woman. Yes, me too.
Goldust WWE.
If you guys are like into like ghost shit, we have a shit ton of haunted houses around the area that I live in, and haunted buildings and things around here. If you ever want to come and do something crazy like that, and Paul, I think you were the one that's going to Chicago in June
Paul's
or
gonna
May.
Be there. Yeah, a few weeks.
There's also a crime spree tour that you can take on a bus, and they stop at famous sites where famous crimes have taken place.
That's a fun tour.
I hear that it was fun.
From
I think I only talked to like 4 people about it, and they all said that they had good things to say about it. I haven't heard anything bad about it yet, so I don't know. Personally, I have not done it. But if you're looking for something to do,
that architectural riverboat tour is going to be awesome. Good job.
Oh yeah, you're going to love that. That's phenomenal.
Nighters, my loves. Grandma, I got to finish things and hit the hay. Let me know when your next show is on. Good night, Carol. Thanks for coming out.
Good night, Carol.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll probably be here again tomorrow at 7:30.
I don't know, maybe late. Saturday night. Time for trouble. I don't know. Let me see. Good night, guys. Hilda, good night. It's been fun. Yes, thank you so much.
Good night, Hilda.
Bam, did you see Cold Pursuit with Liam Neeson?
I believe I did.
I have not seen that. Any good? Manny, when you get back home, mi casa, you grill the steak. I'll cook them. I will show Louis how to cook a steak properly. Mm-hmm. And Louis will appreciate it. Cold Pursuit was a weird movie. Natasha Richardson. Yep, I had to look it up. That was a sad thing. I remember right when it happened, I was watching a lot of news those few days, and that had just happened, and Liam was talking about it, and then the next day or a few hours later, she was gone. I was like, oh, that was sad. A Walk Among the Tombstones was good. I like that show. The Dead Files. I love the Dead Files. It's an awesome program. The show I like was Paranormal State. Me too. The one with that kid. What's the name? Ryan, right? Ryan something.
I used to watch the X-Files.
I thought they were coming back to start up again with Ryan. I thought they were. Paranormal State was a good program. The Dead Files is good. I love when they bring Chip Coffey, that psychic medium. Yeah, we got it. We need to do a paranormal show coming up pretty soon. Marissa, my husband's name is Louis but Louis for short. Gotcha. Anything else you got for us, Bam?
I usually call anybody with a Louis or Louis or Louise. I call them all Lou.
Just Lou, right?
Just Lou.
Lou or Louis.
Lou. And, I don't understand why the Brits call the bathroom the loo. Pardon me, will I go to the loo? Why do you call it the fucking loo?
Really? I never heard that before.
Oh, yeah, they call it the loo. It's just the Brits. It's just the Brits. Everybody, the French call it a toilet or the toilette. In Asia, like
the French
Japan,
call it the French call it the latrine.
In Asia, Japan, Thailand, it's toilet. I don't know why the Brits call it the loo.
They call it the WC.
Water closet.
Yep.
Who?
Paranormal. Yes, I know. I gotta think of one to do that. Bam, are you in on the paranormal show? Or are you going to be hiding under the covers for that one?
No, I'll do it.
Maybe tomorrow we'll do a paranormal show. Cold Pursuit, mini Taken movie, except revenge oriented. Yeah, I don't know. You know, once you see a Taken movie, you've seen them all. If you see the second one, then it's like, how many more Takens can they do?
But you know, once they or once you start talking about ghosts, that's when they start showing up behind you.
That's cool. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Hey, Diana. Y'all talking about steaks got me craving. I'm on my way to the meat market. You're a bad influence. Why? Hey, steaks are good. It's not like good. We're saying go fried some Twinkies and deep fry them and eat them. We're talking about
deep fried Twinkies are really good.
I think I had half of one once. I just the thought of it was, I can't get into a fried Oreo cookie. Have you seen that thing?
I'm not a fan of Oreos to begin with.
Diana, have fun with the steak. Let us know what kind of meat you pick up. I'm assuming you're talking about a food steak, a food meat market, right?
Well,
not a bar.
Just so you guys are aware, on a T-bone, the big half of the T-bone, that's where your New York comes from. On the little half of the T-bone, that's where your fillet comes from.
Right.
So that's why that little side over there is always so tender and so juicy, where the other side to me is a little bit more tough. And that's why I don't like New Yorks, because they do tend to be a tough piece of meat. But I can eat a fillet all fucking day long. It just melts in your damn mouth. La
latrine, that's right. That's how they say it. That's how they say it in the South too, like in New Orleans. Latrine. Yes, food steak. Okay, just checking. Just checking. Pick up a nice cut of a New York strip is good.
Too tough.
Filet.
There's a lot of gristle in New York. There's a lot of gristle in.
I just wish they made bigger cuts of filet. It's always little tiny 6 ounces or 4 ounces or whatever.
No, there's an 8 ounce.
Yeah, even then, if I'm hungry, that's not enough. Or just go to the Brazilian steakhouse. Go to Fogo de Chão. Go to Texas de Brazil. And you can eat all the steak you want, unlimited, whatever you want.
You could probably get a 10 or 12 ounce filet, but you got to go to a butcher shop for it.
Yeah. Yep. T-bone. Yep, that's what she's going to do. You're going to do a T-bone? Oh, better hurry up. I didn't think that meat markets or the butcher shops were open this late.
What time is it?
It's almost 9 o'clock.
20 to 9.
She's going to lit the pit. Take pictures. You got to take the before and after of your steak. I want to see the cut of meat, and I want to see how you cooked it afterwards. Just kidding. You don't have to do that.
Hi, Hippo.
Hungry Hippo. She's in. Everybody wants steak now.
I can eat my steak rare. I can eat my steak medium rare. I can eat my steak medium, but anything beyond that, I can't do.
You don't like it burnt to a crisp?
No.
Or bloody as hell?
That would be rare.
Yeah, very rare.
Less than, well.
That's the way they said it. Remember in Pulp Fiction? When the John Travolta character goes out to dinner with Mia?
Yes.
And they sit to order, and he ordered a steak, and Buddy Holly, Steve Buscemi was the actor. He's like, how do you want that cooked? Bloody as hell or burnt to a crisp? So he meant rare or well done, right?
Last steak I actually cooked was rare. I just cooked it for pretty much a minute on each side.
Marisa's finally eating dinner, watching the show and eating dinner. What a pleasant Friday. By the way, yes, this is a Chicago Cubs shirt. Yes.
Next week, I'm actually going to order some Bamisms.
Oh, are you really? Cool.
I am.
I'm going to add one more this weekend.
Oh, what are we adding?
I'm not telling you yet because I got my own. I got my own that's going to be going up there too. Nolans. Man, I want to go back there. Dang, and now I'm hungry for Southern food. I want oysters, Rockefeller, collard greens with some chow chow mix, mac and cheese, and cornbread. Damn.
Okay, that's all good, but be careful those collard greens, okay? Because one, they're cooked in a lot of fat, a lot of oil, a lot of butter, okay? So if you're on a diet, you don't want to be eating collard greens because they'll go straight to your ass.
Yeah, well, that's like once in a while, kind of a sit down meal there. That's a hefty meal.
Especially the collard greens. It's
mac
going to
and
keep
cheese,
you set for a
cornbread.
while.
I don't know what chow chow mix is, but I know what cornbread, mac and cheese, and the greens, and
I think chow chow mix would be like a Chex mix that has like the pretzels and the like little checkerboard life cereal mixes in it.
That's a part of the meal, though. Nah, I don't think she means that. Unless you do, Nadia. My daughter likes her steak pink and a little bit runny with red.
So medium rare.
That's like medium rare, yeah. It's so good. I mean, people are like, ugh, gross. It's not cooked enough. Like, oh, it's cooked. Trust me, it's cooked. You got to try it. And the tender, it's so good. They got me hungry again. Well done, crispy. No pink, no red, nothing running. Oh, no.
Oh, you sound like my mother. Well done. Burnt to a crisp.
That's so wrong, Lola.
You're not eating. You can't do that to a piece of meat.
No, you can't. Like
because
I said,
when it's cooked like that, all its natural juices are gone. All its vitamins are gone. At that point, all you're doing is chewing on shoe leather.
Yeah, it's a disservice to the meat.
No, it's actually a disservice to you.
You're really not cooking it the right way. You have to.
You're doing a disservice to yourself.
It's got to be some level of rare. Doesn't need to be bloody as hell.
Try medium well. Try medium well. It's a very, very light pink. Yeah. Extremely light pink. Still has a little bit of juice left to it, but it's not shoe leather and it's not well done. Yeah. It's to the point where no blood. So, I mean, the red juices are not going to like freak you out if you see them because they're not going to be there.
It's not going to be running off your plate.
It's going to have a very, very light pink center. And I think you'll enjoy the piece of meat a lot better if you go with a medium well than well done, because you won't have to work so hard to actually chew it.
Fausto, medium rare is the way to go. My mom likes well done. You can trade it for a piece of charcoal, and she wouldn't mind. Tell the difference.
Exactly. That's how my mother was too.
Yeah, medium is medium to medium rare is definitely the way to go. I know some of these fancy foo restaurants, it's like almost raw. That's, I think, even though it's cooked, but it's really, really bloody, and I'm not a fan of that. Just cook it a little more. Well seared, medium rare is the only way to go. That's right. And I'm telling you, sear it on the high flame. I don't even think a minute on each side, roughly, and then put it on the warm side to slow cook. It cooks on the inside. The outside will be kind of crusty, burned, seared, but the inside will be very juicy. You'll see when you cut into it, it'll be juicy. Try that. Nope. Thank you. Well done. Crispy, fat, good cook. I will make it right. All right. To each his own.
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl.
That's blue steak when it's still breathing. No thanks.
With feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. She did the merengue.
Barry Manilow fan over here. Hey, chow chow is a relish of green tomatoes, onion, cabbage, and peppers with a bit of vinegar and sugar.
I love a good fried green tomato. Oh, my God.
It's a nice balance of a briny, vinegary flavor to cut the fat, rich flavors. It goes on
Brainy, I
anything.
think she was going with brine.
Brine?
Brine and vinaigrette flavor.
Oh, yeah, brine. Sorry. Huh, that sounds interesting. So it's kind of like a pico de gallo kind of a thing, huh? Maybe. I'd try that.
I like pico de gallo, but they put way too much cilantro in it. Cilantro, less is more, people. Less is more. Kind of like paisley.
Well, I think
more.
a good balance of it. I don't like when they put too much tomato in that crap. That's why I like to make my own pico de gallo. And I don't kill it with 5 pounds of tomatoes. I prefer more onions than tomatoes in it.
It's tomato, a little onion, and a little pico. Very little pico.
And a whole lot of lemon juice. I use 1 whole lemon juice. Squeeze it in there and mix it up real good.
Yeah. And just a dash of cilantro. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I put a lot of cilantro. It's good.
Cilantro is a very powerful, extremely powerful herb.
And for the love of God, people, make your own chips, please. Buy a pack of tortillas, quarter them, and just deep fry them on a hot fryer and make your own tortilla chips.
Done that once.
I promise.
I've done that once. I burnt them.
Don't, that's because you got to be there. They cook fast. Take them in, you take them out. You got to do that. Don't buy Tostitos or whatever the other corn chips are. They're all fake. And
but if you have a real grocery, the chances are their deli department does make their own chips.
There are some, yeah. Well, down here in Texas, we're lucky because there's a lot of tortilla factories, a lot, and they not only make fresh tortillas, but they also do the chips also, and they're good. Bloody red, like the Mommy Dearest steak. Oh, I remember that. Now you mentioned that.
There's another actress that used to.
Oh, Shonda, no, it does not taste like soap.
No, it doesn't taste like soap. It's just extremely overpowering weed. It's a really strong weed is what it is. And less is more.
My puppy's name is Lola Bam. I love it when you sing that. I sing it to my puppers too. And mine too, his voice is to die for. Who are they talking about? Liam Neeson? Who were they talking about? I don't remember. Can't remember. That was like half an hour ago. You don't put lemon on pico. Yes, you do.
That's his poco.
Lemon juice. Squeeze fresh lemon juice. Yes, you do. That's why mine is so good. It's so good. I promise. Yes, I put lemon juice. I do 2 tomatoes. I do 1 whole onion, fine, chopped, real nice.
Nice and small.
Tomato, I take the seeds out and all the guts out and stuff. And I chop it small also. A lot of onions. I put in 1 whole jalapeno with the seeds and everything. Chop that up, throw it in there. And then 1 jalapeno gutted without the seeds in it. Chop it up, throw it in there. Mix it all up. A big 1 whole bunch of cilantro. Chop it up, throw it in there.
You only need like 4 sprigs at the most of cilantro.
No, then I take lemon, cut it, quarter it, squeeze all the juice in there of a whole lemon, sometimes a little more. A little bit of salt, and then just mix it all up. And man, that is freaking delicious.
I don't know about all that. Way too much cilantro.
Wonder if I should make some tomorrow before I leave here.
That means you got to go to the grocery, and then you're gonna have to buy knives.
Yeah, that's true too. And then I got to buy a bowl to mix it all in.
Yeah.
5% of the population tasted chemical in cilantro. I'm one. Really? What chemical? I don't taste no chemical in there.
Probably a pesticide.
You put lime in pico. See? I do. You see? You put lemon. I cook my meat crispy. You can marinate in orange juice or fresh orange juice. Squeeze from an orange. Marinate meat there, for like a couple hours, and that'll get it nice and tender also.
Yeah, but salt is actually a very coarse salt is better because it draws the moisture out and it'll pit that meat a lot faster than anything else will.
Yeah, see, everybody's got their own way. There's a lot of different ways to cook meat, but definitely sear it at first. Make sure that freaking flame is coming up high. You sear it on one end and sear it on the other end. I don't know how long it'll take, depending on how hot you have it, a minute or less. It's not going to be a long time because you want to burn your freaking steak.
Yeah, don't burn it.
You just want to sear the outside.
Then all you do is have to throw it out if you burn it. I'll tell you a story once. I was cooking. I went to the grocery and I bought two ribeyes, and I spent probably, I can't remember for sure, but I know it was at least $18 on each steak. So I had a good $40 in meat, and I was bringing them in from the grill, and I was walking up the steps, and my plate broke. Just meat went on the ground. You know what I did? I picked up that damn meat, put it on the plate, and I ate it anyway.
You cleaned it up.
I was not going to throw out $40 worth of fucking steak.
That's funny. Did you give it
A little bit of dirt never hurt anybody. I'm sure there's vitamins in that dirt too.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably.
Time to say goodnight. I got to go to work pretty soon. Everyone, thanks for hanging out on this Friday evening. Hope you guys had a good week. Hope you guys have a good weekend. We are going to do something tomorrow, and maybe we'll go the paranormal route. So start thinking of ghost stories or paranormal things that have happened to you. Let's do that for Saturday night. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, I'm thinking that.
One planet, one people.
There it is. One planet, one people. Pick up your One Planet, One People t-shirt. I got it at mannysmerch.com.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Check it out there. YouTube.
Chicka, wow, wow.
YouTube.com/Manny on the mic. Behind the mic. Sorry, Manny behind the mic.
Chicker, wow, wow.
And please feel free to donate to the cause. Cash App, the $ Manny behind the mic. That'll go towards expenses for this show. I'm not going to
tell Manny you want to see She-Ho on a baby onesie.
I'm not going to take vacation to that kind of thing. That's totally to support the show.
We want She-Ho on a onesie.
Appreciate it, you guys. Let's see, almost 9. Yes, I know. Time for me to see. I know everybody's going to hop over to somebody else's show. I get it. Fort Brown Ghost Stories is a must. I got to check that. I don't know. Somebody said there's a tour, but I can never find it. I'm up for that tour. Guadalupe, good night. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us. Lola, hang out. Everyone, good night. Marisa, Hungry Hippo, Diana, Lola, Shonda, and anybody I missed, Nadia.
Just good night, good night, good night.
Fausto.
We see you tomorrow.
Everyone who was here before, have a great night, and let's do this tomorrow. We're going to have some fun tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're going to talk about
Boo. Yeah, ghost stories. And I want real stories. I don't want phony stories. Don't make stuff up. I want something. If it really happened to you, that's what I want to hear about.
Yeah, I mean, even if you had a succubus get a little friendly with you, it happens. It happened to me.
And I
was younger. I had a better body.
Melissa, thank you. Have a good night. I may be over on the Erasmo show. He just sent me an invitation, so I might hang out over there for just a little bit also. Depends how much time I got, because I do got to work tonight. So, all right.
Hasta luego.
Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Good night.